You can't talk about the origin of life on this planet without talking about the origin of the universe. How big is the universe? Do you guys remember I told you how big the universe was last time? Everybody remembers? There was going to be a test, right? Okay. 161 billion trillion miles. I can't even get my head around that kind of a number. The number is so big, okay? How big is the Earth? Do you know how big the Earth is? 8,000. 8,000 miles. Huge to us. Carl Sagan, I'm going to show you a picture of the pale blue dot. Carl Sagan had NASA turn the Voyager space probe around and take a picture of the Earth from the edge of the solar system. And it's this big. You can barely see it in the picture, okay? It's called the pale blue dot. Very famous photo. Carl Sagan says that everyone you know, every war that was fought, every relationship, everything that you know happened right there in that tiny little insignificant speck in the middle of the vastness of space. So what strikes me about this is how can you talk about the origin of life on this planet being unique? That's what the astronomers are telling us, the universe being so hostile. How can you talk about the origin of life on Earth without talking about the origin of Earth? How can you talk about the origin of Earth without talking about the origin of the universe? Now, the mathematicians, the physicists, the astrophysicists, they are all in agreement here that the universe began in a single moment. What that means is that space, time, matter, and energy all began in the same moment. Okay? It begs the question, what about before that? There is no before that. That's when time began. The implications of that statement are huge. That if time began and the universe began and the space began, matter and energy began, physics tells us we can neither create nor destroy energy. If all this stuff had a beginning, including time, then there must be a creative agent at work that exists outside of this thing that we call time. Okay, there has to be something outside of that. Now, evolutionists are telling us that life has to exist on other planets because it came about on our planet by chance. So therefore, the universe is so huge, and you're seeing how huge the universe is here. The universe is so huge that it must have happened on some other planet. But he doesn't mention that in his book. It's very strange to me, and I know why. Let's go back to what I just told you. 5,000 astronomers around the world, grossly outnumbered by 3 million biologists, but most of your astronomers are theists. Most of your astronomers have come to the understanding that God exists because their research led them there.